Okay, again, overall energy I have for you, Scorpio, this month is Knight of Pentacles, which this is new beginnings, slow movement, but new beginnings. I feel like it's definitely in regards to career as well, but I just feel in an overall sense of new opportunities, new beginnings, new abundance. But it is slow, but it's coming. It's really interesting to me because I do feel like I want to say to you, Scorpio, let go of the desired outcomes and you'll get what you want. Because there is a new sense of direction, and a new purpose is going to be manifesting for you. So just remember, allow the patience, allow the new stuff to come through. Um, yeah, I just feel like I want to talk to you about patience. So just, try not to make it harder than what it really is, and just allow these new beginnings to come through. I did pull an angel advice card for you, and I pulled heart chakra. So I definitely feel, Scorpio, this month there's a lot of things that are happening that need to be healed from, and I'll go over that here in just a moment. But this card says, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It is safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. So, there's definitely, I've got the tower energy here for you guys. Some of you guys might be experiencing, relationships coming crashing down, just everything that you've kind of built could be coming down. I definitely feel some of that. I feel some fear in your spread here, and just keep listening to that heart, keep paying attention to that heart. And I do feel like I want to say to you, work on heart chakra clearing. For those of you who have never worked with a Reiki practitioner or a shaman, I'm going to highly recommend that for you as well. I just feel the need to suggest to you to clear your space. And work on that self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others. I have the High Priestess energy here for you, which is fantastic, Scorpio, because this is all about your intuition is just dead on. You've been feeling the things that you've been feeling for a reason. I feel like some of you have, possible relationships or whatnot that this could be with your divine counterpart, with your twin. I feel like I want to encourage you guys to let go and be forgiving, because, honestly, holding on to resentment or anger or irritability actually blocks the flow of love from even coming into your life on any level. So just, approach it from a more balanced perspective. Giving and receiving. I also feel, for some reason, some of you, I want to say forgiveness of the self, like, kicking yourself for not listening to your intuition. We're coming out of Venus retrograde. So some of you guys might be realizing, like, man, I gave way too much and I need to learn how to receive instead of give so much. So that's definitely there. I feel like some of you guys are going to be stepping out of your comfort zone. I want to encourage you guys not to focus so much on the past or regret around the past, because, and I definitely feel like that has to do with partnership and money and stability, because, you're moving forward, you're moving to a more stable position. So what I feel like I want to say to you as well is just focus on the moment. And try really hard not to live in the past anymore or have too much worry about the future. I'm literally hearing divine ideas, divinely inspired ideas will be coming to you. So allowing yourself to be vulnerable. I've got the Three of Swords. This is somebody who, they're not allowing their heart to break open. They're very closed. Again, it doesn't surprise me with the heart chakra being the advice. Allow yourself to work through that. But I also feel like what I want to say to you is, take some time this month, Scorpio, to envision what it is that you want to celebrate, what it is that you want in your life, writing down the feelings. Do you want to attract love and joy into your life? Then write it as if you already have it. That's going to be a big thing for you. I also feel like if you have to choose between, this might just be for some of you, if you're being forced to choose between two people, there's some love triangle energy here. I really want to encourage you to listen to your heart on this one, no matter how illogical it may seem. Definitely feel like some of you guys are being asked to step into your creative power quite a bit. What I do want to say to you is that it's really important for you to come from a place of love for yourself on that. What's going to be best for you, because I definitely feel that there's some confusion, some fear, the not knowing. I want to say to you, embrace the unknown. We're all going through this right now, and it's something that, we're having to basically lead by faith, not by sight. And allow yourself to be creative and have enough love for yourself to remember that you are worthy of stepping into your power and creating the life that you really want. I do feel a lot of overthinking as well. And that's just the fear. That's just your thinking that's driving you crazy. I do feel like it's not actually the situation that's being presented to you. It's you making it harder than what you need to make it. And it's just the worry. It's just the thoughts. But when you step aside and, I feel like I want to say to you as well, spend some time meditating. You're going to get the clarity that you want for the new beginning. You just got to silence the mind, which, I'm really surprised. Scorpio is a water sign. So typically you guys tend to really feel, you dive deep, you really, analyze. But I just feel like it's possible some of you guys could really be in your head this month. So just, make sure that you are really focusing on that heart and what it is that you're wanting. I do have a soulmate connection here as well. And I do want to say to you, quit worrying so much. I feel like you're learning that that's not going to help. But I definitely feel like, some of you feel like if you go after the love that you want, or if you're going to walk away from this relationship that you've been in, that you're going to be left out in the cold. But that's not necessarily the case. That's just the way you're perceiving things. It's just your lack of wanting to be vulnerable. But to love is to be vulnerable. Love is freedom. Again, I've got the Tower energy here, and I do feel like I want to say to you to surrender, to what's happening, because I definitely feel like some of you guys are refusing to see what the universe is trying to offer you right now. I literally feel like there are lots of new beginnings. The universe is trying to bring to you what it is that you really want, emotional fulfillment. But it might not necessarily be happening the way that you want it to, or the way that you expect it to be happening. And so therefore you're just kind of being a little stubborn about it. But, the universe is literally trying to hand you this. Quit focusing so much on how you think things should happen or how you think things should be, and just maybe shift your perspective a little bit, so that this offer that's being offered to you can be taken and received. I definitely feel like I want to say to you, let yourself receive this month. For those of you who are feeling guilty or feeling like, you're deceiving yourself, I feel like I want to say to you, listening to your heart is no reason to feel guilty. You feel the way you feel for a reason, and you're keeping yourself and possibly another person from being able to move forward by you living in this guilt and not, holding on to things that don't serve you. I definitely feel, this is an immature energy. And this might not be for all of you, but it's definitely there. I feel like I want to say to you, stand in your integrity. Align yourself with your true purpose, with your soul purpose. Align yourself with your heart. And this is a pretty big message for those of you who don't have any clarity about where you're supposed to be going or what you want to do. Or for some reason, I do feel like I want to say to you that the catalyst that's in your life right now, the person who woke you up, there's a certain, there's a reason that they're in your life. And it's not just for a romantic basis, or it's not for anything like that, but for you to step into your power. It happened for a reason. Quit overthinking it. Quit thinking you're crazy. Quit thinking that it's not real. Quit thinking all of that stuff, because it is. It was supposed to happen the way that it did. It was a destined thing. They're in your life for a reason. They were in your life for a reason. Now it's time for you to, I almost feel like, stop worrying so much about it and step into your power and become this master magician. Create and manifest the life that you want. You're very much being given that opportunity this month. So, I did pull an Ascended Masters card for you as well, and I got Work Your Magic by Saint Germain, and I'm going to read this from the guidebook. I have seen Saint Germain, and I've worked with Saint Germain several times in meditation, and he definitely works with twins as well. So that is an excellent card to receive. Let me look this up here. It says Work Your Magic, Saint Germain. And for those of you who aren't aware of who Saint Germain is, I highly recommend you look him up. It says you have the power to resolve the situation that you're inquiring about. This card signifies your untapped magical abilities, which you have used successfully in the past. Pull these abilities out of storage and use them to work your magic now. Your clear and focused intentions, positive expectations, prayers, decrees, and action steps all create the healings and manifestations that you desire. Additional meanings for this card: decide clearly what you will and will not accept in your situation, as your clarity will bring immediate results. Have faith in a positive outcome and study some alchemy and manifestation principles. So, very cool. Work your magic, which, I mean, I love that. Saint Germain, I do know that some people think that Saint Germain was Merlin. And so I love that you've got Saint Germain here and the Magician, and you've got the High Priestess here. So it's really all about you listening to your intuition and then creating the outcome that you want by allowing that intuitive feminine flow to come through. So very, very cool. I'm also going to pull 3 cards from the Magical Mermaids deck by Doreen Virtue. Love the practical messages on these cards, as well as 3 romance cards and an outcome card for you. So you know, just to go back over a few things here, just really listen to that intuition. Don't be scared to step out of your comfort zone. Allow your heart to break open by choosing yourself, by choosing what it is that you want. You know, stop feeling guilty or fearful. Stop worrying about not getting what you want, because that actually creates a block, an energetic block, into, you know, and keeps us from getting what it is that we want. Surrendering to what's trying to be falling away, and not feeling any guilt, you know, for the way that you feel. Understanding that everything is happening for a reason. So the first card I have for you is Dream Big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. Absolutely. That's what I was saying here in the middle. You know, I feel like, you know, you're making it harder than it needs to be when the opportunity is literally being presented to you. So I do feel like I want to say to you as well to create a gratitude list, or create some sort of, you know, list on what it is that you want to attract, the feelings that you want to attract into your life, as if you've already got them. That makes a big difference. The second card I have is Have Faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. So yet again, follow your guidance is what's sticking out there with me. And, you know, the first card I have here for you is the High Priestess. So you're aware, you know what's going on. Is mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. And whenever I pull this card, it's interesting. Sometimes I feel certain things, but with this particular card, I usually always feel that this is about unconditionally loving yourself the way that you deserve to be loved as a child. You know, there's a lot of times where we attract certain situations or relationships into our life because that's what we believe we're worthy of based on our childhood experiences, our conditioning, what we were taught as children. And so whenever I see this card, it's about, for me and the clients that I read, it's always about, you know, loving yourself unconditionally the way that a mother would love her child. So the romance messages, go ahead and set your intentions for these. Remember, these are about, you know, whoever it is that you're thinking about. Just go ahead and set your intentions right now while I shuffle these. I'm getting pretty strongly guided to just pull one. So, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And the outcome card for the month, I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. So, Scorpio outcome. And I've got the Page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. It's time to get to work. So kind of goes along with the Knight of Pentacles here that we pulled at the very beginning. So new beginnings, really focused on what it is that you want to achieve, allowing the new opportunities to come through.